Hi, it's Anthony here. I just want to make some comments in a video, and I hope to have a series of videos in the coming weeks. In the coming weeks, there'll be a better picture quality than this, but for now, I'm just using some free software. But I want to talk about some topics that are very important to Aboriginal affairs. And the first one I wish to talk about is that Aboriginal affairs is everyone's business. For far too long, we've had people try and tell you that no, only Aboriginal people have the right to talk about Aboriginal affairs. Only Aboriginal people can understand Aboriginal people. That is absolute nonsense. Non-Aboriginal people have just as much right as myself or any person with Aboriginal ancestry to have an opinion on Aboriginal affairs, to have some input into Aboriginal affairs, to help Aboriginal people. And this rests on the fundamental truth that the commonalities between Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people far outweigh the differences. For far too long, it's been assumed that Aboriginal people are vastly different to non-Aboriginal people. That is absolute nonsense. Aboriginal affairs is everyone's business, and we have so much in common. I mean, we're just Aussies. Aboriginal people are people first, Aboriginal second. I have a good mate in Brisbane who tells me it does not worry him that there are many Aboriginal children suffering in remote communities. What does worry him is that there are many Australian children suffering in Aboriginal communities. And so we need to remember that these Aboriginal children are Australian children. Aboriginal adults are Australian adults. And if they are Australian, well then all of us, all Aussies, black and white, can have an opinion on Aboriginal matters. And I want non-Aboriginal people to not feel silenced when wanting to express an idea, an opinion, or help Aboriginal people. And just like there's nothing wrong with Aboriginal people having ideas and opinions about matters that relate mostly to non-Aboriginal Australians. And for goodness sake, you go to some pages, those Indigenous specific pages on the internet, and they delight their readership, their followers, Aboriginal people, the blacktivists as I call them, they delight in having opinion on non-Aboriginal people, and that's fine. I welcome that. We should be free to discuss and challenge that. So, in concluding, I just want to make it very clear that Aboriginal affairs is everyone's business, and therefore non-Aboriginal people can confidently express their views and opinions. Just because they are not Aboriginal does not mean they are not welcome, and it does not mean that their opinions are not valid, because Aboriginal affairs is everyone's business.